I wish I started TRT earlier, much earlier. Good 10 or maybe even 15 years. Not because TRT is magic or because I need more muscle, but because I spent many years feeling like a weaker, smaller version of myself. It affected everything. My marriage, my confidence, the way my kids have seen me. And that one really hurt. I wasn't showing up as the man I truly am. And I want to share this honestly because I hope you can avoid some of the mistakes I have made.
For years, I told myself I was fine. Life was busy, I was tired, and assumed it was normal for men in his 40s. I blamed stress, age, work, poor sleep, all the usual things men tell themselves. And like most men, I didn't want to believe that anything else deeper could be wrong. We are raised to tough it out. So that's exactly what I did. But the truth is, the symptoms were there for a long time. Very long time. Mental symptoms were the worst. My energy was inconsistent, my motivation faded. My recovery got slower, my indecision was crippling, and everything felt flat. Not terrible, just grey, like life was slowly slipping away. Libido dropped as well, but it happened so slowly, so gradually, I barely noticed. And one day you realize you're okay with sex once a week instead of once a day. And you don't even know how you got there. What really hit me hardest was the lack of drive. I became passive. I stopped taking charge of my life. I became a passenger. That had real consequences. It affected my marriage. I stayed in a situation that was damaging to me. I just didn't have the fight in me. And it affected my son. I was managing his sporting and social media journey, and my indecision held us both back. We still had incredible moments together, but it could have been so much bigger. The frustrating part is I was still training and eating reasonably well. I wasn't living like somebody who gave up, but both my body and mind felt like we're going backward. I didn't like the reflection I was seeing in a mirror, physically, mentally, and emotionally. I felt broken, and instead of facing the cause, I numbed it. A bit of alcohol on too many evenings. Just enough to quiet things down, to escape the life I was living and the feelings I didn't want to face. Deep down, I knew aging didn't mean falling apart at 40, but I couldn't see that truth in myself at that time.
The first was complete breakdown of 30-year-old marriage. Losing the life I have known since my late teens has forced me to confront all the things I have been avoiding. The second was actually a funny moment with my son while we were on a holiday. While sitting on a chairlift and chatting as we usually did, he asked, what did Jeff Bezos do to suddenly get so jacked? I explained, TRT, anti-aging, lifting, nutrition, all the things that may have contributed to his transformation. And he just looked at me and asked, why are you not doing it? My only answer was, I am not Jeff Bezos. But that question stuck in my mind. Could I rebuild myself without billionaire money? Could I actually feel better? That conversation lit a spark. I researched low testosterone symptoms, NHS procedures, blood tests, private clinics and costs. The NHS route didn't seem like optimal path for me, but eventually I found a private clinic I could afford. When my son and I come back from our trip, I booked a blood test, and that decision changed the course of my life. TRT didn't transform me into someone else. It brought me back to being myself. The person I was always inside. My energy has stabilized and my motivation has slowly returned. My recovery improved and my mood has lifted. My libido has came back, and first time in many years, my mind felt steady. Once your mind stabilizes, everything is possible again. Month by month, I felt clearer, stronger, and more determined. I started to rebuild every part of my life, physically, emotionally, financially. And I realized something important. Life at 50 is not over. In many ways, it was just beginning for me. I already started to lose body fat before TRT. But with TRT, strength training, good nutrition, some cardio, my body has actually responded. It took about 2 years to get into a good shape. I'm not shredded, But I am strong, lean, and proud to be that old fit guy. And most days, I'm actually genuinely happy. If I could go back, I would test much earlier. I wouldn't wait until everything completely collapses before reacting. I wouldn't convince myself I was fine. I wouldn't try to power through something that is not about discipline at all. I would have improved my lifestyle alongside it. Sleep, stress, and nutrition. Instead of hoping then things would get magically better. I would also tell any man they should use proper assessment tool. Start with what it's called Adam's questionnaire. I would recommend them to get full blood panel, testosterone, SHBG, free testosterone, and all the other important markers. Personally, I wouldn't rely on the NHS healthy testosterone range. A man can have symptoms of low testosterone at 12 or 13 nanomoles per liter and be told he's perfectly normal and healthy. You don't need to wait until everything collapses to take action. And if you get tested and your testosterone comes back as normal, it's a good news. You have ruled something out. You can get retested every couple of years just to keep eye on things. And that way you can put energy into things that truly make a difference. Your sleep, your training, nutrition, stress management, and the lifestyle habits that you repeat every day. TRT is not a shortcut. It's a medical treatment for people who truly need it. And if you do need it, it's life-changing. Testing is simple and understanding the numbers is empowering. Taking responsibility for your own health changes everything. If you have been through this or thinking about getting tested, let me know what was the one thing that made you feel something wasn't right.